What if one meal could actively start cleaning out your arteries? Not prevent damage, reverse it. Today,
While much has been said about what to avoid, today the focus is on what to eat. Foods that can actively protect, repair, and strengthen your cardiovascular system.
Stay with me because what I'm about to share could genuinely change how you think about heart disease. Before we get to the food, we need to understand what arterial plaque actually is, because most people have it completely wrong. Plaque isn't just a cholesterol buildup. It's a complex mixture of calcium, protein, and cholesterol that accumulates on the inner walls of your arteries. And here's the part that rarely gets discussed. In many cases, that calcium comes from biofilms, microscopic colonies of bacteria that build calcium shells around themselves to hide from your immune system. Think of them as tiny armored bunkers sitting beneath your artery walls. These biofilms love damaged, inflamed artery tissue. If your arteries are smooth and elastic, plaque has nowhere to grip. But the moment your arterial walls get irritated, you've created the perfect landing zone. So what causes that inflammation and damage in the first place? Excess sugar and refined carbohydrates, processed seed oils, high in omega-6 fats, alcohol, and ultra-processed junk food, insulin resistance, and pre-diabetes. When these factors stick around long enough, your body produces small, dense LDL particles, the kind most closely linked to arterial plaque. Now, LDL itself isn't the villain. It's actually a transport protein, a delivery vehicle carrying cholesterol to repair damaged artery tissue. But when there's constant damage, the repair material piles up calcium, cholesterol, and fibrous protein fusing into a biological cement. Over time, it hardens. Blood flow gets restricted, and that's when things get dangerous. The good news, certain nutrients can interrupt this entire process. 3 nutrients are absolutely critical here. Vitamin K2. Think of it as calcium's traffic controller. K2 directs calcium into your bones and teeth, keeping it out of your arteries and joints. Without enough K2, calcium ends up in the wrong places, contributing to arterial stiffness and calcification. Vitamin C. This one supports blood vessel structure and keeps your gum tissue strong. Why does that matter? Because bacteria from your mouth can actually enter your bloodstream through tiny gaps in your gums, a process called bacterial translocation. Once in the bloodstream, these microbes can attach to artery walls and trigger plaque formation. Vitamin C helps stop this chain reaction before it starts. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects the delicate inner lining of your arteries, called the endothelium. It reduces inflammation, prevents oxidative damage, and improves oxygen flow to the heart itself. Low vitamin E means vulnerable arteries. And we also need to talk about fats. Reducing omega-6 fatty acids found in most processed seed oils and increasing omega-3 intake is one of the most powerful things you can do to calm systemic inflammation, including in your cardiovascular system. Now let's build the meal. Wild-caught salmon. The foundation of this plate is wild-caught salmon, and here's why it's one of the richest sources of EPA and DHA. The omega-3 fats that keep your arteries flexible, reduce clot formation, lower inflammation, and help regulate blood pressure. If you're only making one change to your diet for heart health, increasing your omega-3 intake is probably it. Sauerkraut. This one surprises people, but sauerkraut fermented cabbage is one of the most heart-protective foods you can eat. Here's what's happening inside it. The fermentation process produces lactic acid bacteria, which work in your gut through what scientists call the gut-heart axis, a direct connection between your digestive system and your cardiovascular health. These beneficial bacteria act as natural ACE inhibitors, helping to lower blood pressure naturally. They break down biofilms, preventing those bacterial colonies from sticking to your artery walls. Studies show they can also help regulate LDL cholesterol. And here's the kicker. Sauerkraut contains roughly 7 times the recommended daily intake of vitamin C. It's also packed with vitamin K2 produced during fermentation, the exact nutrient that keeps calcium in your bones and out of your arteries. Sauerkraut supports gut integrity, reduces inflammation, and helps maintain smooth, flexible arteries. It's a legitimate superfood for heart health, and most Americans never touch it. Arugula salad with olive oil? Third on the plate. A large arugula salad. Most people reach for romaine or iceberg, but arugula is in a different class entirely. It belongs to the cruciferous family alongside kale, broccoli, and cabbage, which means it supports liver detoxification, helps stabilize blood sugar, and promotes clean metabolic function. That natural bitterness you taste in arugula? That's not a flaw. It stimulates digestion and bile release, helping your body break down fats more efficiently. Arugula also contains dim-diindolylmethane, a plant compound that helps reduce biofilm formation and supports hormonal balance, and it's loaded with potassium, which is essential for maintaining soft, elastic blood vessels and normal blood pressure. Now drizzle that salad with extra virgin olive oil, and not just any kind. Cold-pressed, pure extra virgin. Refined or blended olive oils don't carry the same benefits. Authentic extra virgin olive oil is rich in polyphenols that act as natural anti-inflammatories and antioxidants. It reduces oxidative stress on your blood vessels and improves arterial flexibility. This is why Mediterranean populations where olive oil is a dietary staple consistently show lower rates of heart disease and hypertension. The research on this is rock solid. Apple cider vinegar dressing: use apple cider vinegar to dress that salad. Balsamic or red wine vinegar work too. The active compound acetic acid earns its place on this plate. It helps stabilize blood sugar after meals, supports fat and cholesterol metabolism, promotes bile flow for better absorption of fat-soluble nutrients, and provides a mild anti-inflammatory effect in the bloodstream. It's not just a flavor addition. It directly targets mechanisms tied to cardiovascular disease. Sunflower seeds: toss a handful of sunflower seeds over the salad. These tiny seeds are among the highest natural sources of vitamin E, and combined with the olive oil and the omega-3s from your salmon, you've created a powerful trio that keeps blood vessels flexible and clear. Aged hard cheese: optional but remarkable. If you want to take this meal to the next level, add a small amount of aged Parmigiano Reggiano, the real Italian variety, aged 1 to 3 years. The microbes used in its fermentation produce K2 as a natural byproduct, making it one of the most bioavailable sources of that nutrient available. A few shavings on your salad deliver a direct boost to calcium metabolism and arterial protection. Garlic: finally, garlic. One of the oldest cardiovascular medicines on the planet. Whether you use it fresh, powdered, or fermented, garlic helps thin the blood, lower blood pressure, and reduce the risk of clot formation. Its natural sulfur compounds have both antimicrobial and antibiofilm properties, preventing harmful bacteria from taking hold inside your bloodstream. Garlic also triggers the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation and reducing strain on your heart. It's cheap, it's available everywhere, and the science behind it is surprisingly strong. A strong cardiovascular system isn't just about what you avoid. It's about what you actively eat to repair and protect your arteries every single day. This one-meal wild-caught salmon, sauerkraut, arugula with olive oil and apple cider vinegar dressing, topped with sunflower seeds and garlic addresses, almost every major mechanism behind arterial plaque formation reduces omega-6. Driven inflammation delivers K2 to redirect calcium away from arteries, supports the gut microbiome and the gut-heart axis, protects the arterial lining with vitamin C and E, breaks down biofilms and reduces bacterial translocation, promotes nitric oxide. For wider, more relaxed blood vessels, when your gut, your mouth, and your arteries are working in harmony, your body starts to repair itself. If this gave you something to think about, hit that like button and subscribe. We break down the real science behind nutrition and heart health every week. And drop a comment below. Have you ever tried sauerkraut or arugula for heart health? I'd love to know.